We're going over 11.
Number 11. Betty Richards' new luxury sedan has a $43,895. Sorry, I want to write this down so I don't have to try to read this twice. $43,895.60. MSRP, including title and processing fees. The navigation system cost twice as much as the upgraded sound system, which included an AM/FM stereo with CD MP3 player, which you can tell how outdated our book is. I don't think there's been such a thing as an MP3 player for quite a while, right? I mean, I've never used any of them, so it doesn't matter, I don't know. And 9 speakers, including the 6.5% sales tax. The total cost of her new auto was $48,346.31. Find the cost of the upgraded sound system and the navigation system. So we know that this is the base price. Take points off because I forgot my 0 there. Plus, we need the upgrades, which we'll do here in a minute. What else did they tell us here? So it's got, I have to read this again because I can't see it. The navigation system costs twice as much as the upgraded sound system. So let's let X equal the sound system. So the upgrades are going to be the sound system plus twice as much for the navigation system, which 2x. Let's see.
Including a 6.5 cent.
See what we can do here.
Did you do this on your paper seeing chart? Was it with me yesterday? Or no, that was number 3.
Yeah, that was 3. Sort of the same thing. Bad thing with this one, how are we gonna get that 6.5% sales tax in there?
Will be times it by 0.0.
But we need to know, and I'm not sure if the book took this into consideration or not when they did this one. We need to know what the total cost is before we can add the sales tax on. And if we don't know the total cost, I guess we could do this. This is gonna be the total cost, right? So we could do all of that times 6.5, what do we change that to?
0.065.
0.065. And all of that should equal the total cost. What was the total cost?
43,895.
That was the base price, wasn't it?
48. Her new auto was 48,346.31 cents.
31 cents.
$48,346.
So we have that. First thing we're going to do, let's get rid of this 0.065. That means we need to divide both sides by 0.065. Somebody grab your calculator and help me out. I'll rewrite all this while you're figuring it up on your calculator. It's at 48,346.31 divided by 0.065.
Big number.
I'm telling you right here.
Bigger than what the.
It's gonna be bigger, but I'm just making sure, cause I'm worried that, we're doing all this.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I think we're all right. So let it come out to be,
743 and 789 .39 or 38. 74378.
now, next thing we can do, X and 2X give us 3X, right? So I'm just gonna write that. But we can subtract, we're gonna subtract that 43,895.60 on both sides. No, I don't think this is gonna come out right.
No, it'll be good enough.
We end up with like 700,000 and something, don't we? That can't be right. What'd I do wrong? Alright, so if we take this, plus that, that's gonna be our cost, times the .065,
Do we divide it?
that's our sales tax.
Because you cancel it out. The X
Let me rewrite it over here. 0.065 times all of this, 9560, that's why I don't put anything like this on the test, X plus 2X. That's your sales tax, plus, maybe this is what I'm doing wrong. 43,895.60 plus X plus 3X, or plus 2X equals 48,346.31. Do this for me. What's .065 times that number? $2,853. 21. And .065 times that's just gonna be .065x. Somebody help me out and tell me what's .065 times 2. 0.13 plus, we still got this, 43,895.60 plus X and X give us 3X equals 48,346.31. Somebody do this for me on your calculator. Add up all those X's.
Oh, we gotta do it.
So it should be something like 3.195 X. So we took care of all those. Add these two.
What's the other number?
Which one? 285,321.21, sorry. My head is in the way.
Big number.
Is it?
46,748.82.
On the other side, we still got the 48,346.31. Now we're gonna subtract this on both sides. Those are gone. 3.195x equals how much? did it here, I wondered about that. I was just finding the sales tax.
$1,597.
49 cents. Then divide that by the 3.195.
So it'd be 450.
About 500.
Oh, 500, yeah.
500 even. So now let's go back and check our answer, and that's why I knew that what I started off doing here wasn't gonna work, because we were gonna come up with, like, the sound system was gonna cost $200,000 or something, and the car didn't even cost that, so that wouldn't work. So X is 500, X stood for the sound system. So the new sound system costs $500,
Another one 2 times, so it'd be 1,000.
so the other one would be about $1,000.
Another for 11.
Those are your two answers, yep. Other questions? Seth, if you don't put that phone away, I'm gonna just take it. Here, you want to ask the question, you weren't even paying attention. Other questions? No others?
That took a lot of time out.
Yeah. Yeah, just.
I don't miss algebra.
Just 'cause I screwed up.
Can I borrow some paper? Get some paper on here.
Here's the papers.
All right, dealer's cost. A lot of online places now. A lot of online places, you can get on there and they'll disclose to you, probably not the dealership itself, but some of the consumer places online that you can get on there, and they'll disclose to you how much a dealer actually pays for a car, or what percentage they actually pay for a car, and that's what we're gonna talk about today.
Of course.
So I had, hold on a second, Seth. I was sitting in a meeting the other day, and I heard one of the teachers, I guess they're trying to buy a new car, and they were throwing a fit, telling, I'm not gonna say all that. They were throwing a fit because apparently the person selling them the car was being rude to them, which I can find understandable because I'd be rude to this person also, probably.
Probably next morning.
Mr. Wendell.
And
It's either Mr. Wendell or Miss Martin, or Miss Pugh. There's nobody nice there.
Well, Miss Pugh wrecked her Mustang, so.
And
She's a dingleback.
so, shh, be nice.
She's wrecked that much.
She can't.
Like 6 times.
So, they said that they talked to the owner, and the owner told them, hey, we only make about $2,000 or $3,000 on each of these cars. And
They said, oh, I should've got that.
the guy said, that's a bunch of crap, I know you make a whole lot more than that.
They really
They really don't. Alright?
can't sell my Jeep for what I have.
So they make a whole lot of, they make a certain percentage, and that's sort of what we're gonna be figuring out here. And when you negotiate with somebody to buy a car, that's the money you're taking away from. They're not gonna lose money regardless. So if the car costs them $20,000 and you offer them $19,000, they're not gonna take it. It just doesn't make sense for them to take it. Lose $1,000.
They'll just keep it.
All right, exactly. They'll just keep it, and what they end up doing is they ship it back and get some of their money back, or most of their money back. They probably don't get like the destination fee and all that stuff back, but they'll get some of it back from somewhere. Or they'll send it to an auction somewhere, and a lot of times you can go to these auctions and find those cars, and they'll get some of the money back that way. But what a dealer's cost is that's the price the dealer actually pays for the car. And what it is, it's a percent of the base price plus a percentage of the options. And then the dealer adds on, or they don't add on, but then gets added on the destination charge. So that destination charge that we talked about last time, that's a set amount that that dealer pays to the manufacturer, and they just roll it over and charge it to you. Alright, so when that last time we were looking at it online, and I think the car that I looked at, it was almost $2,000, wasn't it? It's like $1,800 or something for a destination charge. So they're gonna charge you that much more than the car. Let's say the car cost them $20,000. Well, they gotta charge at least $2,000 more to make up for that destination charge, because they're not gonna eat that either. Alright? So they're not gonna give you the car for that price for $20,000 just because that's what they paid for it, because they got other things that they had to take into consideration there. This formula, I wrote down this extra stuff here. When you're doing each one of these, this is how you find it. I'll get out of the way. Keychain break or something, Kyla. Keychain break or something.
What?
Got a little hook underneath here.
Probably. Didn't have nothing on it anyway. Huh?
Nothing special.
No.
So Dylan, if you know what the meeting was about, not going into anything stupid, and if I tell you to stop, stop. All right? Whoever the culprits were, the people involved, were they doing something stupid, or was it just silliness?
What are we talking about? Nothing. You don't know about it, you don't listen.
It was.
I mean, let me know,
It was
huh?
a rumor, basically.
That's just weird.
They didn't catch them, or catch them on anything.
See, that doesn't matter.
They couldn't do
There's stuff like this here.
They didn't have nothing, they didn't catch them on anything, so they couldn't really get anything.
Did you know who's Mason was watching down there this morning?
Probably me. I did donut in the parking lot yesterday. I didn't really purposely do it. My tires are bald on my car, so I gave her a little too many beans.
Dude, and that blacktop's slick.
It is slick.
Whenever it's wet, I did like 360s one time because I tried to drift the corner of my truck. And it was just like,
The other thing that we might write down here, this is the dealer's cost. This is the way you find the dealer's cost. The way we can find their profit. So let's write dealer profit. Which I don't think any of the problems that we're gonna do this, but this would be, to me, this would be more useful than some of the stuff that we are gonna do. The dealer profit is gonna be the sticker price. Minus the dealer cost. That would tell you how much of a profit they're gonna make. And if you get online, I didn't, last year we looked up some of this stuff and everything, and if you get online and you look at some of these consumer advocate sites where they tell you, hey, this dealer's making this percentage off of you, this dealer's making this percentage, then you can figure out what they're actually gonna, make off of you. And then if you go in there and you start to haggle with them a little bit, start to negotiate with them, you know how low you can actually go and what they might take and what they won't take. Now, if you get down and they're only making $10 on the car, then they're probably gonna say, yeah, no. All right, they're gonna want to make some money in their business, and they have to be able to make some money.
It's funny, my grandpa would tell him, like when we got sick, he's like, I'll give you guys cash, or whatever. And it comes out with a check. He writes a check to him. That ain't cash, grandpa.
Yeah, it's sort of cash.
Not really. It's a check. Cash is a lot better.
check too.
Now, when you buy a used car, that's a little tougher because you don't really know how much they actually paid for it and stuff, unless, you know, somebody sold it to them that you knew, and or how much money they put into it after they got it, and so on and so on.
It don't matter, none of that matters.
It's a little harder.
All I care about is those that run the drives and have it built. I usually get on Marketplace, like, see what they're worth.
And that's what we're gonna talk about, I think, next class. Is figuring out how much a car is actually worth and stuff. The SUV sticker shows a base price of $28,430 with options totaling $2,421 and a destination charge of $750. The dealer cost is 88.6% of the base price and 91.2% of the options. What is the dealer's cost? So in other words, what the dealer pays the manufacturer this percentage. So let's get rid of the 6. If the dealer pays 88%, then that means they're making how much? What's 100% minus 88? They're making about 12% on the sticker price, whatever. On the, not, shouldn't say sticker price, on the cost of the car. If they make, or if they pay 91% of the options cost to the manufacturer, then what percentage do they clear on the?
I'm making 9.
About 9% on the options. All right, so, you know, that's one place a dealer can get a little extra money in, is they say, hey, Peyton, man, you really need these ground effects and this and that and the fog lights and this and the extra airbags, and because if they have you put all those options on there, that cost you more, but they also make a little more.
It's a waste of time.
So, yeah. So the destination charge, that just stays the same. We look at this, 28,430. All you're gonna do with that 28,430?
Times it by the 88.6.
So times it by, what's our decimal form?
78.86.
Plus, then we take the options, which was 2421 times, what's this as a decimal?
90.942.
Plus the destination charge is just the destination charge. You don't have to worry about it. It's just $750. So you can type all that right into your calculator. That's going to tell you how much the car actually costs the dealer.
A lot of money. $28,146.94. $28,146.93.
9.3.
Yeah.
All right, so that's the dealer cost.
It's over.
That's the cost that the dealer would pay for the car.
Sure.
I had my hand back here a second and I didn't. So if we did this, again, that's our answer. That's what you're going to be doing on the assignment. But if we did this, grab your calculator, 28,430 plus 2421 plus 750.
That would be before the percent.
That right. That's going to be the actual sticker price, the price that you pay for the car.
$31,601.
So if we have that, this is what the car is going to cost you if you go in there and you just pay the sticker value or the sticker price of the car. That's what it's gonna cost you. This is what it costs the dealer. Somebody do me a favor and subtract those two. And that's gonna tell you what the dealer actually made in profit if you paid sticker price.
Yeah, $3,454.
So about that, about $3,500 is what they're gonna make. If you're going in there to negotiate, yeah, but you gotta think, you got this big dealership, how many cars do they sell per week, brand new cars? Think-
Not that much, to be honest.
Probably not.
My cousin, he works at Toyota Credit in Richmond. He probably gets like 6 sales a week, 6, 7 sales.
And
So
so,
cars are so bad.
so you know, you gotta figure, if your cousin works there and let's say he sells 6 a week, that's $24,000. Let's say they got 5 other people that do that. So that car dealership's making $120,000 in a week. And they gotta pay those 6 people plus everybody else, all the secretaries, all the mechanics, all the people who just vacuum the cars and clean them out, and people who they gotta pay all those people. That's probably not a whole lot of money. I mean, they're most definitely not making a killing off of you. But this is that 34.55, that's where you can negotiate. So about that much. If you go in there and you see the sticker price is this, you might be able to get them down $1,000, $1,500 maybe, but they're not gonna go much lower than that because they have to make some kind of money. It's a business. Otherwise, they're out of luck.
They keep doing that, they know just lose it.
Right, they keep doing that and
Lose money.
they won't have a business. Monica Millette learned that the dealer's cost on a sedan she wanted to purchase was $23,498.40. She also learned that the percent of the dealer's cost was 83%. This is one of the things where, again, if you go to some of these places online that are consumer advocate sites, they will tell you, hey, John's Automobiles in Richmond, Indiana pays 85% for the car. And then you can figure out what percentage they pay, what they're charging you, and how much you can sort of negotiate. So on this, all you're doing, wanted to purchase was dealer's cost, wanted to purchase. So on this is the dealer's cost. We know that they pay 83%. She wants to know what is the base price. So all we do is base price times 0.83, ignore that, should equal $23,498.40. What do we do to figure out the base price here? You're multiplying by 0.83. So divide, what's going to happen to our number when we divide there again? Should get what? Smaller? Should get bigger if you're dividing by something less than 1. And the base price should be more than the dealer's cost. If the base price is less than the dealer's cost, then the dealer ain't making any money.
$28,311.33.
So this time, if we're looking at it, the dealer's making, almost about $5,000 off of you, so that's where some negotiation could go.
About 4,800.
So, again, if you negotiate down 1,000 or 2, you might be able to do that. Any more than that, probably not, because they're not going to make any money then. They're still making money, but probably not enough to stay in business. That's the assignment. get the books out, we'll start working some of the problems together.